Now coming to the corrections, the question number 1 was everyone has got the marks except sorry, the first question. Many of you, I don't know how you have not seen the I point. Okay. Then coming to the next is this particular figure, that is question number 6. Name the opposite rays with point A as the end point. Now come to point A. Come to point A. Now this is your point A. Now taking A as the end point, now the rays can go in both the direction. Either they will go from here to here or they will go from here to here. Okay. So you have to name the opposite rays whose point is A. So either it will be ray AB and second will be AC. Now how they are opposite? Because they are going in opposite direction. AB is going in this direction and AC, 1 minute, I'll just. This is ray AC going in this direction. This is your A and you have ray AB. Whenever you name the ray, the first alphabet is going to be your starting point. Okay. Arrow is towards B. So you will not write BA. It will be AB, meaning going from A to B. So this is your first answer, that is the opposite rays. Name the ray opposite to BE. Now this is BE. Now BE के opposite में क्या होगा? Either you can write BA or BC or BD. Okay. So BE is going like this. The point is B. So taking B but now in the opposite direction. So you will have ray BA. You will have ray AC. Not AC. From B only you have to start. So BA or BC and ray BD. All three are opposites to BE. Then find the intersection of the rays CE and EC. Now see, I will just change the color and I will draw. You see your ray CE. CE is how much? CE is this much. This is your CE. Okay? Going like this. And next is what? EC. Now EC starts from here and it goes like this. Okay? So what is the common part? This much. Common part I will show with another color. But this is your common part. Okay? From here to here. That means both the sides, its limit is fixed. So which has got limit both the sides, what is that? It is a segment. Now this endpoint is C and from here the endpoint is E. Okay? So segment CE. It will not be ray. Why not ray? Because it is not going further infinitely. It is stopping. This much part is only common because यहाँ पे if you extend then that is not there in CE. Okay, so this part is not common. Now this is full here. So your segment CE is the third answer. Segment CE or segment EC. You can write EC also. Segment EC. There are two ways of the segment. Now to make you understand this more properly, wait. Now this CE means what? It will go like this infinitely. And this EC means what? It will go like this infinitely. Okay, continue. So how much part is common? Common is only so much. This is your common. Okay. So this common is what? This much part is what? It is nothing but your segment. Either you write CE or you write it as EC. That's it. The next was the if then. It was really completely disaster, I will say. Now see, the sum of measure of complementary angles. The sum of measure of complementary angles is 90 degree. The sum of measures of complementary angles is 90. You have to convert into if. Now the statement starts with the sum of measures. So this will come after if. So we will write if the sum of measure of two angles, because it should be a meaningful sentence, is 90 degree, then the angles are complementary. Okay? We will not write if the measure of two angles is, you not start that if the angles are complementary, then their measure is. Why? Because first only the measure is coming. So we will take first part in the if. Okay? Next. A hexagon has 6 sides. A hexagon has 6 sides. Now, what they are telling, that it is a hexagon. So after if, this will come. So if a figure name, we will write if a polygon. If a polygon is a hexagon, then it has 6 sides. Okay? Then you have the diagonals of a square. The diagonals of a square are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Bisectors of each other. Now here you see, what you have, the diagonals of a square are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Short form I will tell you, don't write. Now what is given? The diagonals of a square. So how we will write? If a quadrilateral is a square, if a quadrilateral is a square, then its diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Okay? So whatever is coming in the first part, that you have to take it with the if, and whatever is coming in the last part, that will go with the then. Okay? Clear? Now let us proceed for the converse. Now what happens in converse? If two angles have the same measure, then they can be congruent. Then they are congruent. Converse means just the reverse. Whatever is given after if will come after then, and whatever is given after then will come with the if. So what is there with then? They are congruent. So हम इसके साथ लिखेंगे. If the two angles are congruent, then the two angles have same measure. See, कैसे पहले क्वेश्चन में what it is written, if the two angles have same measure then they are congruent. हमको उल्टा करना है. First we will write down whatever is there after then. That is they are congruent. So if the two angles are congruent, then they are of the same measure. So the if and then gets changed. That is your converse statement. Next. If two sets have the same elements, then they are equal sets. So what is there in if? That sets have, if two sets have same elements, then they are equal sets. Then they are equal sets. Now what we have to do, I told you in converse, we have to exactly change. Now after then this is there. So now this will come to if. So we will write like this. If the two sets are equal, if the two sets are equal, then they have same elements. Okay, this is the converse.